Hello everyone, this is a long overdue video. The new parts I will present today were very slow to arrive, and to be honest I have been a bit lazy. Now the Plutonian orrery is nearly complete, only the wheels need to be made before it's finished. The most obvious new part is the wooden base. It's made of walnut tree and varnished. There are stainless steel feet below. It's really nice and the varnish is UV resistant and it's still pristine after a few months exposed to the sun. It was quite an adventure to get this base. It was actually ordered to a local cabinet maker a few days after the last video, and it was delivered only in January after she had to correct mistakes like missing holes. In autumn last year I ordered the full set of arms. Not counting the celestial bodies on their axis, more on that later. They are made of two parts, one ring to attach it to the central tube and the actual arm. The astronomical configuration of the Plutonian orrery makes it possible to show the orbits to scale. So all the lengths are correct relative to each other, and it makes the orrery quite large for what it is, but it would have been a pity not to do this. The only problem is due to the fact that the two-part assembly isn't rigid enough to keep the arms horizontal. Each arm is fixed with two screws on its ring. Because of the bad alignment of the concentric holes, which make them slightly non-concentric, these screws can be tightened very much, or else the whole orrery will be blocked. Then there will be always quite a lot of deflection. On my next project I will try a new design to solve this problem. Also, the arms were very expensive and I will try to have them made with a different method than milling. I heard that EDM might be a good option. If you have any idea, please leave a comment. The most interesting parts of the project are the celestial bodies, Pluto and its 5 moons. Pluto and Charon are 3D printed using a high-definition multicolored resin from Shapeways. I paid for the UV-resistant varnish option. The models were generated using the method shown on my tutorial on 3D printed planets, using high-quality pictures made from the New Horizon footage. At the same time, I ordered a new heart for the terrestrial orreries. It was made to compare with the old one, and the result is stunning. As you can see, it's much more vivid and detailed than the old one. It's not because of the cloud, it's really better. The only problem is that there is a defect on the Pacific Ocean. So let's say it's the mythical continent called Mu, the Pacific Ocean equivalent to the Atlantis. Thankfully, Pluto and Charon doesn't have any defects, so it's perfect. Like with the arms, I was able to make Pluto and Charon to scale relative to each other, which is easy, but also to the arms themselves. They are the smallest possible not to have arms too big and show the barycenter outside Pluto. The 4 minor moons, which are all the same size and not to scale to anything, are made from a special plastic developed to be an ivory alternative. It looks just like ivory and it can be easily machined and it's pretty cheap. This sort of material is used in museums across the world to restore objects. I wanted to show you pictures of objects that were restored using ivory alternative, but the restorers I asked wouldn't give me the information. They only told me they do use the material. The information plate is the most recent addition to the orrery. It's an anodized aluminum plate engraved with the position of the celestial bodies at the time when New Horizon was the closest to Pluto. The distance from the barycenter of each is indicated to help identify which arm must be positioned on which mark. I tried several designs and this is the most simple one that ended up the best. The angular position of the marks was determined using the Horizon system provided by NASA, which has nothing to do with New Horizons, which gives you the position and velocity of whatever you want relatively to whatever you want, in this case the Plutonian system barycenter. It doesn't give you the angles directly, so I might do a tutorial on this. To conclude, only the wheels need to be made. They will be ordered a few at a time to reduce the upfront cost. The last video will present the complete orrery, but I don't know when it will be published. I recently realized that the Plutonian orrery could be made with far less wheels, but keeping a good precision. In fact, I wasn't sure that I wanted to finish it, and in the future I will design a new version that could be available to purchase. Now, this is the end of the video. I started to work on the next project, 2 new orreries, and I guarantee they won't take long, so be sure to subscribe to be notified of my new videos, and please leave a comment. Goodbye and see you later.